time for more Premier League action because the international break is done and dusted, and you can see there's a smile on Victor's face away from the international football and back to club football. Not that he has much to be happy about, anyways. But yeah, ahead of round 12, we'll be doing the usual as we give the best predictions on what we think would happen this game week. Without wasting more time, Victor, what are your best straight win selections?
I'm going with Chelsea over Burnley at 154. Yes, I know it's right after the break and those games can be tricky, but let's face it, Burnley are too weak for a team like Chelsea at the moment. They're very likely also going to be missing Amdouni and Hartman, making them an even weaker proposition. Also, yeah, 154. I can't pass up on those odds. I'm also going with Wolves versus Palace, but I'm going with double chance draw or Wolves to win. I'm backing the new manager bounce here. Rob Edwards is coming in for his first game in charge of Wolves. I think they also timed it well, unless you're Vitor Pereira, of course. But Edwards now had a little bit of time to work with the squad during the break. I'm also backing Brighton over Brentford. It's priced at 2. I just can't say no to this one for these odds. Brighton are unbeaten at home since early April. I think Brentford are a very yo-yo team on the road. They have 3 wins and 4 losses this season, and out of those 3 wins, only 1 was in the Prem, and that was West Ham a month ago. And I'm also backing Liverpool. I know before you get started, but yeah, 147 for Liverpool at home. It's pretty high because of Liverpool's form. But it's, I don't know. If this was an away game, I wouldn't back them. But even as things stand, I think they have enough about them to beat Forest at Anfield.
Yeah, fair enough. To be fair, I'm not surprised about your selections because I think we pretty much had almost the same thing. I'm also backing Chelsea to beat Burnley at 1.54. I mean, you've explained it pretty much. The only difference we have is Wolves with Palace. I mean, I saw Palace priced at 2 odds, and then I know that the obvious reason is because of the new manager bounce for Rob Edwards, but I still think Palace are going to win this one, so I'm still backing Palace. I'm going all out on the 2.06. Palace to win Wolves, and I'm also going with Liverpool. Funny enough, those are the 3 straightforward games in my opinion this weekend, and I'm also backing Liverpool to beat Forest at 1.47. So that makes sense. And moving over to you again, Victor, what are your best goal market selections?
I'm going with overs. 3 times over 2.5. Bournemouth versus West Ham at 174. It seems long to me. For 2 sides that have been involved in high-scoring games lately, it's always a bit hard in the autumn to track teams because you've got 3 international breaks in 3 months. But Bournemouth, they've got 4 out of their last 5 games with over 2.5 landing, and West Ham, in all of the last 3 games, they saw 3 or more goals scored. I'm going with Newcastle v City as well, over 2.5 at 177. Both are quite top-heavy, but there's a reason for that. They simply have to score because the defenses, to me, are shaky for both of them. Look at City. They've let a goal in 4 of their last 5. They only kept a clean sheet against Liverpool in their last 5, and that was due to a combination of shite refereeing and Liverpool being blunt as hell. So I have no idea why they decided to price this at 177, but I would be a hypocrite to be complaining now. And the third one is Burnley versus Chelsea at 185 for 2.5 plus. This one's even more shocking. 185 for 3 goals. Burnley, 3 of their last 5 with 3 or more goals. Chelsea, 4 out of 5. This is mad. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, probably they think Chelsea might win, maybe with just 2 goals away, from home and something like that. But anyways, for my goal selection picks, I'm starting with Bournemouth v West Ham, and the reason is because West Ham look like a better side in recent weeks, and I think they might get on the score sheet, even though Bournemouth might win. So we might see maybe 3 goals there. I'm also going with Newcastle with City. I mean, you've explained it already. City are not the best at the back for now, and Newcastle will be at home. They want to make a statement as well. And I'm also going with Leeds v Aston Villa. Yeah, I think it's a game that could see BTTS, but probably Aston Villa score more goals, and I should see a good amount of goals there in that one. And moving on, Victor, your best player to score selections.
Haaland at 183. I mean, need I explain? 14 Prem goals in 11 games. He'll get his chances against Newcastle's dodgy defense. I'm also going with Salah. Cautiously going with Salah. He's at 230. And hear me out. Even if he doesn't get one from open play, which I do think he will, Forest are tied with Fulham and Burnley for the most penalties conceded this season with 3 apiece. I don't think Salah's letting anyone take it if Liverpool get a penalty. And I'm also going with Ismail Assar for Crystal Palace at 325. Yes, I've backed a draw or Wolves win for the outright, but I can't see Wolves keeping a clean sheet. And picking for odds of 325, someone who has scored a brace at Anfield last time out, kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, fair enough. And for me, I'm also backing Ireland as well. We don't need to explain that. And I'm also backing Mateta. Like I said, after Ireland is probably the striker I trust the most right now in the Prem.
Yeah.
And then in the Liverpool, I'm backing Ekitike, not Salah. I'm backing Ekitike. I think he's on a good run of form at the moment, and I think he's going to start. He's probably going to be the starter, and I think he has a good chance to score. And then I'm finally backing Semenyo against West Ham. Bournemouth have lost their last 2 games, and he'll be looking to like make a statement. So I think this could be a good game for him to impose himself. And just on a final note, Victor, any bold opportunity to take advantage of?
Yeah. Fulham v Sunderland. I'm looking at the over 1.5 goals for Sunderland at 350. They've scored 2 or more in 3 of their last 5. Fulham have let in 2 in 3 of their last 5. If it fits, it fits. And the second one, I'm looking at Man United v Everton for over 3.5 goals. It's at 320. This one definitely has goals in it. And I think Man United's recent form also points to that as well. All of their last 3 games had at least 4 goals each. And we can also look at the last 3 direct meetings with Everton. They also had 4 or more goals.
Interesting. For me, I'm just going with Everton to score 2 goals against United. Everton to score 2 goals. I think it's worth a shout at this point. Everton will be looking to go into that game with much belief, and it's actually almost 3 odds for Everton to score 2 goals. So I'm backing that one to happen. But
Oh,
yeah,
good
take that
call.
one with a pinch of salt. Anyways, because after the international break, we always see some funny results. But anyways, those are predictions for game week 12. We've still got more analysis coming up on what we think will happen on the pitch. But as you already know, games after the international break can be a little funky sometimes. So make sure you take, our predictions with a pinch of salt and do your own research and do your own,
Exactly.
plus and minus here and there to get an informed decision. And we'll come your way next time after this game week to see how well our predictions went.